Look, if you're anything like me, you literally make a plan for like everything. Now, look, on this day of the retreat, I decided to do the opposite. I made no plans, no agenda, just vibes, going with the flow. And it was honestly the best thing I could have done.
So day 6, the activity was no plan, just vibes. There was a bar that I went to a few days prior, which was great. And I decided to go back to that bar because one, it was just a great experience. But two, they had an amazing cocktail there that I could not get out of my mind. I walk in, there's nobody else in there except for me and two bartenders. And the one I started talking to her name was Molly. I asked her, I was like, so what, you really love bartending. Like, why is that? And she started to tell me the story of the first time she went to a really nice bar. She saw a man named Mr. Charlie who was in a really nice suit carrying a tray with a cocktail on it, and it was in this crystal glass. She talked about the way that the light shone on it, and that there was a woman walking behind him, and she was beautiful, like she had been Botoxed down, and she had this fur coat wrapped around her, and she talked about how magical it was. And she was like, when I saw that, that's when I knew I wanted to do this type of work. She was like, you come here for an experience, and I'm here because I want to give an experience. And then from there, I decided to go to another museum that was also another set location for Interview with the Vampire. We end up having a tour guide who is actually not the typical tour guide. Come to find out, she's also an Interview with the Vampire fan, and she was also on set when they were filming. And so she started to show me all the places, tell me stories. I think the big insights walking away from this, you know, sometimes the plan is a limitation. And I think the second big thing that I learned, and this wasn't just for this day, it was throughout the week. I probably met 20 people across my time in New Orleans and heard all of their stories. And it made me think about life is like a video game. You have to talk to all of the characters in order to figure out where you're supposed to be going.
I think this might have been my favorite day because it taught me a very valuable lesson. Plans are not everything. And sometimes you got to let them go. When you open yourself up to possibilities and just going with the flow, you may find new insights that you never would have thought of before or been able to see, honestly. So, yeah, sometimes the plan is a limitation, and you just need to create space for opportunity to show itself. Now, next episode, which will be our last episode, I'm going to talk to you about something super, super important, bringing play and joy back into how we work.